Charlie Botnick here for the PitaPit Pregame Show, here with head coach Shawn Nelson of the UCCS women's basketball team. First off, coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. This game you're playing Westminster Griffins. What's going to really be the factor of this game?
Those last two home games we played before Christmas was probably the worst defense I've ever seen. One of my teams that I've coached play, and we've been working really hard on our defense since then. We've just gone back to work, gone back to fundamentals, and really tried to work hard on our man defense. And we went on the road last weekend to Fort Lewis and Adams State, and I thought our defense was better. I thought it was a step in the right direction, but the big thing for us is we have to play better at home, and I do think it starts with our defense. I think we've been scoring enough points. We're leading the league in scoring again, like we did last year. So, offense really isn't the problem. Sometimes our shot selection and this and that, but when you're leading your league in scoring, especially this league with so many teams, I mean, there's 16 teams and they're all very good. We really need to turn our attention and our focus to our defense, and we've been doing that now for 2 weeks, really, really hard.
And Coach, Brittany Hernandez won the RMAC Defensive Player of the Week. She has been such a big factor this year, and last weekend had 2 double-doubles and also 5 blocks. Does it really start with her on the defensive side?
Well, I think it does now because she's kind of in a position where she was last year, where she's able to help more on defense, and she's down more around the basket. She's not up trying to trap and press, and just we've been wearing her out, and we just need to simplify things and keep things easy for what we have on our team, and I think we're on the right track to doing that. But yeah, it does start with her. I mean, she's an all-region player from last year, first team all-region player, and you have to kind of build around that, and I think that's what we've done.
Coach, Brittany Hernandez having a great season, but like you said, last weekend was a team win, both team wins. And you always talk about during these interviews is, getting your lineup down and getting that momentum going. Do you have a set lineup now?
Yeah, we have a set lineup and a set rotation, and I feel really comfortable about it for the first time this year, which really helps me with game planning and with what we want to run and how we want to defend and what we want to do. I don't feel like we're just kind of grabbing for straws, but that happens with most teams in the country, and we played a tough schedule too. That's the other thing. 5 of our first 7 conference games have been on the road, and I don't think we really expected to lose the 2 home games, but we are 4-1 on the road, and so that's huge because we've 5 of 7 on the road to start. That means we get all those home games back at the end. So we do need to start playing better at home, and I think we will.
And Coach, you always talk about defensive-minded, and you really are a defensive-minded coach, not a fouling coach like you say, but
yeah.
A defensive-minded coach. Does that also start out with the guards too?
Yeah, I mean, our guards, they got to stay on the floor and not foul. We were getting a lot of guards in foul trouble. And our biggest problem before Christmas was we didn't have any consistency. Our players weren't very consistent, but a lot of that, some of that was their fault, some of that was my fault because we kept switching up the lineup, trying to find something consistent. I think now that we're going to go with this lineup and be consistent with it, I think everybody will settle into their roles and they'll be more productive. And, they won't worry so much about what's going on.
There you have it, head coach Shawn Nelson for the PitaPit Pregame Show. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.